For this round, there is no immunity challenge.
Oh my god.
There will be no individual immunity. Your head
Boy.
is on the chopping block.
I don't like this.
Oh, hello. Welcome back. Last week's fresh from a tribe swap that shook up the game, no one was safe as both tribes faced their very first individual immunity challenge. This challenge awarded protection to one member of each tribe as both tribes headed to tribal council. Luckily for his alliance, JulessGaming found himself safe on Yagoo, leading to Corn, Jules, and Sheila voting Asia out of the competition. On the Asa tribe, Amy, formerly the target of Cleo, Pat, and Arlie, now was a crucial vote as Arlie orchestrated a vote against her number one threat in Atmos, succeeding primarily because Pat chose to flip on his former tribe mates. With 9 players left, there are fewer places to hide as the charity prize grows and we grow closer to naming the last crosser standing.
Wow, after this tribal council, I feel a little shook, but not too shook. I really thought that 4 votes were gonna go to Asia, but I'm pretty sure Knimbley also voted for Corncob.
I'm goddamn shook to my core. A vote, not 1, but 2, for the young Corncob for me. I know one was Asia, and I can only assume that the other vote was Knimbley, and I don't want to think it could ever be Sheila, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
Well, this is kind of tea. Somebody else voted for Corn too. I haven't talked to Asia that whole round, but nobody voted for me, which is curious. I'm sad that Asia went home because I really think that she was being really honest and just wanting to play fair, and I think that Corn's gonna play a little nasty. I almost wonder if Asia voted for me because she was swayed by Dakota. This is drama.
I don't feel betrayed at all by Knimbley. If anything, I want to try and be close to them because I might vote for Corncob next. I need to get a strong player out ASAP. So I think Corncob might be next.
I kind of orchestrated the Dakota vote. I kind of put forth the idea of the Asia vote. I seem to have been kind of running things behind the scenes, not to toot my own corn.
I'm gonna play the slow game. I think I've caused enough splintering and doubt. I have immunity now since Asia is gone, so we'll see.
My partner, Atmos, on the other team, is also a pretty strong game player, so I am a bit worried. Actually, I'm not worried at all. I feel like they might get voted out because they are such a strong team player, and I'm actually banking on that. I'm sorry, Atmos.
I'm just hoping for a merge so we can start to take down some of the strong players, and it's starting to make up my mind about how I might want to play a little harder going forward, and that's that.
Let's go! Oh my god. The plan worked.
In the end, we voted for Atmos. Arlie and Cleo thought Atmos was kind of strategic, and we also had Pat wanting to join in on voting out Atmos.
I didn't expect to be, a puppeteer in this right now, but I'm feeling a little bit like a puppeteer.
Atmos, you came in the game and you had people worried, so props to you.
I didn't really feel comfortable with Atmos going forward, simply because of the fact that Arlie, she was going to be the next to go. I can't have that happen. If Arlie leaves, the target on my back is so giant that I couldn't let that happen.
Atmos over there, he could really talk. He was a good speaker, and that's dangerous. If anything, I think maybe people should be looking at me to take to the end, because I wouldn't say I'm the most eloquent spoken on the planet.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like now that we voted Atmos out, I think everyone was kind of on the same page with that. I don't know who's the next target.
So what I can only assume just happened was that me, Amy, Cleo and Pat voted for Atmos, and Jules and Atmos voted for me. And if that is the case, I want Jules out of here.
I do not feel good. I voted for Arlie with the hope that it would be the 3 and we could maybe keep Asa, but Pat ended up fucking switching on us. Now I'm worried that it's gonna be everyone against me since me and Atmos are the only ones to vote for Arlie.
This vote for me solidifies the fact that Arlie and Cleo are down 100%. I want to say that Amy is a part of that 4, then that could be a pretty strong alliance going forward.
I don't know how much Pat's talked to Arlie, but I feel like Arlie, Amy, Jolly, and I may have some kind of agreement on who we think is going to be next, and I don't think it's going to be one of us. So
I need to get in a room with Amy though, because Amy needs to protect me. We're an alliance.
Moving forward with the tribe, I want to solidify an alliance with Cleo, with Amy, and with Pat.
If I can join and be better off with Amy as an alliance and the rest of Yugu, then great. Amy's gonna be a critical component of this. I don't think she knows how much power she has because she's playing both sides and I don't know if she's playing me.
I'm definitely gonna have to talk with Jules and go over why I did that. My only thing is I might not get that opportunity because we're probably gonna merge. So Jules is probably gonna, merge and talk with other people and say, hey, Pat, by the way, Pat flipped.
I feel like also going forward, maybe I need to start shutting up. I think I talk too much. I play as a huge threat because of that. I need to probably stop talking as much and, we see what happens going forward.
Welcome back to the Challenge Arena, everyone. Woo! So Asa getting their first look at the new Yugu tribe minus Asia, and Yugu getting their first look at the new Asa tribe minus Atmos.
Ooh. Wait, what?
Wait.
Yes, Atmos was voted off at the last tribal council.
Oh my god.
And also, so Yugu knows, Atmos was voted off and became the first member of the jury. From here on out, everyone voted out of the competition will join the jury, who will return at the final tribal council to make the decision about who will win the title of Last Crosser Standing.
Roger that.
Yeah, the twists, they just keep on coming,
EJ, why are you doing this?
It's fun. All right. Well, y'all ready for some more fun and games? Y'all ready to move on in the competition?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's go.
just when I thought you ran out of space on your island.
Oh,
Ooh, eating
I love
competition.
Oh my god, Thanksgiving.
mood.
Amy and Jules, I will take back
The crowns.
those immunity headpieces, yes.
Do you think you can give me my yellow one back?
I don't know that I have the yellow one. Try this one. Okay, well, it doesn't totally matter because, y'all, we are actually now in the next phase of the game. Everybody drop your buffs. We are merged.
Oh my god.
Oh,
jeez.
Here we go again.
Oh my god, I knew it.
It's like we've been here before.
We made
The
the
game
familiar
keeps
about this.
a-changing. Behind the little merge feast area, pick up 2 party poppers and a sparkling cider. Unfortunately, those are not immunity idols. And pick up a do-rag, put it on your head. You are merged.
Hey, we're all together.
We're all one team.
From this point forward, it will be an individual game. You will all attend each tribal council. You will all participate in each vote. Unless you win an individual immunity, you also will be eligible to be voted out of the competition. But everyone, take out that sparkling cider and let's cheers.
It hurts.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
All right, everyone, congratulations. You will now have 10 minutes to just chat and vibe. Get to know the full tribe. For this Merge Feast vibe session, there will be no room limit. However, there will be 3 rooms open just in case, a 9-person conversation isn't really conducive to actually getting to know someone. But remember, everyone, the game is still going. We are still playing.
Yeah, we are.
But with that said, have fun. I will see you all in 10 minutes.
Okay, awesome. See y'all in there.
See y'all.
All right, we made the merge. Honestly, I needed this break because things were gonna get a little spicy on the tribe. I was gonna have to do a lot of lying, and I still might have to, but the merge kind of saved me because I can maybe start forming connections with other people. Hey!
Hello. Hi,
How it
Jules.
goes
It's
it.
good to see you again.
I missed you guys.
Hello.
Yeah, I know.
Hello.
It's weird.
It's very weird. Sheila, hello Sheila.
Hi, Arlie.
And
I was
Knimbley.
so sad.
Knimbley, I haven't gotten to talk to you at all, so hello. I'm excited to make it to the merge, especially because Pat and I both, whenever we first talked for the first time ever yesterday, that was our goal. We were like, what if we both make it to the merge? And we're both in the merge.
I'm excited to get to know everyone. I feel like there's probably 3 or 4 people that I haven't even spoke to at all. That kind of has me worried, but also excited. Maybe I can create new bonds and, and further strengthen my alliance.
Can we agree on the group name now being Yasa?
Yes. Oh my God. I'm
Yossi?
begging.
Yasa.
Not Yossi.
Yasa.
Help.
Yossi, please.
Not the.
I would love
How are we feeling, y'all?
I feel like a lot less stressed now.
I kind of do as
I
well.
feel more stressed.
True, like,
It's only a
This is
milestone to
intense.
make the merge, so
I had a feeling it was gonna happen. True.
I am so excited to have made the merge. It's such a big milestone in this game. When I started, I just was crossing my fingers not to be the first out. But now that I've made the merge, I really hope I can pull this out and make it to the finals and win.
I feel like we have a lot of people still, so.
Yeah, we have 9 of us, right?
Yes.
So how are we feeling about being one united tribe now? I know it's like our fun time to chat and like
This was my original goal, like just to make the merge. Honestly.
Yeah.
Me too. I
I
feel
wanted
so
to
proud.
stay involved on like a jury member, like if that
Yeah.
happens. but-
Yeah.
we didn't really get to know each other that well, but we did get to at least chat. I think we're so far in the game that our strategy heads are on versus our vibing heads. So anytime that we're in a group all together and we have free range to chat, everything you can hear is going to be used as strategy in some way, shape, or form.
How do we feel about who was voted out so far?
I
Oh
was
my
shocked
God.
that Atmos
I'm
got
Me
voted out.
too.
Me too. I didn't know who to expect, to be honest. Besides Cleo and Arlie, those were the only 2 I really knew. Oh, and I do know Jules as well.
Amy was on our side too.
Things got a little weird. It started off good. We were like, oh, how are you? I haven't got to talk to you. It was all small talk, boring talk. And I was like, okay, let's stay on this right now. And then I think JulessGaming asked the question,
Why did you vote off Atmos?
I
If
think
you
a lot
want
of
to
people-
share.
well, I mean, that is not a good question that I want to hear. I took the role of answering it, which I don't know if that was a good idea, but I basically said, I think all the conversations that I've had were strictly, I don't know about you guys, but we didn't even talk about the musical chair thing. Like it was all merge. It was all
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think it was maybe just a strong player left.
Yeah.
But everyone was pretty shocked, which I kind of tried to change the subject. What
How about you guys?
Yeah.
So, few of us had a different idea, but I think the general consensus was that based off of I guess how well we knew each other.
Yeah.
And like trust. I think
Yeah.
trust is a big thing.
Yeah, I didn't really get to bond with Asia as well. So that's kind of
Okay.
how I voted based on connections. But now I'm thinking I might change my strategies.
It's
Now that we're
stressful.
together.
It's stressful.
I am so happy to have made it to the merge. That was my one goal. Now I'll be happy if I'm eliminated, which I might, who knows? But actually, I may not. I forgot to collect 2 party poppers, so I went and grabbed the last one and it happened to be a pinwheel. I was really confused because I thought it was supposed to be a party popper, and so I messaged EJ and it was an idol. I actually found a hidden immunity idol.
That's my grandma's.
So poetic.
That's funny.
Now I feel so lucky right now and I can't believe it. I really cannot believe it. This is great. Life is great.
Hello. So, everyone, congratulations on making merge again.
Ooh.
So,
Thank you.
let's move on from these festivities and let's get back into the game, yeah?
Festivities.
Joke.
Follow me.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Oh, when it's happening.
I don't like this.
So, because Amy, you won immunity on the tribe and then your tribe won advantage, can you pick someone else, and it can be from either island, to pick a gift from the line in front of you?
Cleo.
All right, Cleo, go ahead.
Okay.
Pick up one of these gifts in front of you.
Anyone?
Anyone.
Ooh.
Cleo's always the first pick.
I'm seeing this now. What's going on here, guys? Amy, I'm gonna pick up this one in front of you because I feel like you stood there for a reason you don't know, but.
Okay, so just so everyone knows, Cleo picked up gift 8, so I picked up gift 8 on both islands. So now, Cleo, pick someone else to pick a gift.
Pat,
make your decision.
4.
Okay, Pat picks gift 4, so gift 4 is off of the table. Pat, pick someone else to pick, and again, it doesn't have to be from the same island.
Let's go Sheila.
All right, Sheila.
Okay.
Sheila picks gift 9. Sheila, pick someone to pick.
Arlie.
I'm gonna pick 2 because that was my soccer number growing up as a kid. Knimbley.
I'm gonna pick 3. JolleyJules.
Amy?
Jules.
I'll go with 6.
Corn, by default, you were going to get gift 5. So go ahead and open up those gifts in your pocket. They should be one random item. And I'm going to ask you to please message me what item you got. So, as we have discussed a few times before, this game is all about relationships. So this time for our merge challenge, your challenge is going to be a test of how well you are forming connections. Bellamy is now going to send you the name of one other player in the competition. And this round, that person is your target. Your goal is to get that person voted out at the next tribal council.
Oh my god.
Oh, my
If you are
God.
successful, you will reap your bounty in the form of immunity at the following tribal council. And to make sure that this is a fair challenge, for this round, there is no immunity challenge. There will be no individual immunity, and unless you have a hidden immunity idol or partner immunity, your head is on the chopping block. So, you'll have 15 minutes this time to make your decision. There are 4 rooms open with a room limit of 5. I will see you all at Tribal Council. Good luck.
I'm definitely nervous with the vibe of the merge tribe because it's so wide open. There's so many people still left.
I'll be popping like a corn with how much energy I have inside me. Didn't make any sense.
So the full tribe, the fully merged tribe has now got to talk. I was able to talk with Sheila, JulessGaming. You know, these are people that I've never even talked to yet.
Hi.
Allure.
Hi.
Filled up quick.
I know.
I really wanted
Sorry.
to talk with Pat because I haven't gotten a chance to get to know you. So hi.
Same.
I know, Jules and Sheila. Hello.
Likewise.
Hey.
I was kind of nervous going to the merge deliberation because, you know, I feel like I'm not as tight with the rest of the group, but it turns out actually a few of the people on the other team have my back.
Can I be really honest really quickly?
Okay.
Sure.
So I'm not going for mine at all. So I'm very
too.
willing to help anybody else. Like, I'll be straight up. My target is you, Sheila. I'm not going for you at all.
Oh my god.
Like, I saw that and I was like, absolutely not. I was like, no. So
I can't go for my partner either.
I am very, very happy going for any targets that you guys have that you need help with, if it makes sense, you know?
This is so difficult.
Wow,
Like,
you're so kind.
I'd say this was so much harder. Like, there were so many things that I had to think about, you know? Like, it wasn't just about mess ups anymore. It was literally about, obviously I was strategizing before, but now, like, the strategy really has to come into play. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with who I'm leaning towards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amy. I think Amy is a really strong competition.
Oh.
And I think the last challenge kind of proved that as well.
And if it's like a trivia game,
I
Go ahead,
think, correct me if I'm wrong, but Amy was double protected last time, meaning
Yeah.
She was.
Amy's
Yep.
good. Amy is the only one that we know for sure doesn't have an advantage, doesn't have anything. Their partner was voted out. Amy is the safe vote tonight, and I think that's actually where I'll go with this. We will see if everyone follows suit.
Yeah, our group, we basically just came to the general consensus. Amy.
Oh my god, perfect. You know who I got for it?
Who?
Amy. I was really nervous about this deliberation because right off the bat, I told Amy that it was my possible target and I wouldn't vote for her, but that was a straight up lie. I did tell Amy I had her, but I was like, obviously since I'm telling you, there's some trust there.
Yeah, like all of us in the
But I'm
previous
playing
chat.
dirty, bro. I'm playing dirty except with
Listen.
those I trust and hold dear.
So it was me.
That's exactly what I was
Sheila,
thinking before I
Matt.
even picked that up.
Yeah,
Because Amy is like a big threat.
she is, definitely. And she's already used up her immunity because her partner has been eliminated.
Oh,
So
really?
she's like the safest bet.
I get immunity in the next round if everything goes to plan, which kind of terrifies me, but hey, I'll take it, you know? It gets me one guaranteed spot closer to the final.
The vote that we were talking about is right now Amy, because Amy's not protected. Amy's the only one that we all know is a sure bet.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. I would agree. We know that she lost that other immunity, and she doesn't have immunity this round, so you might as well, knowing that, I would agree.
And she's a
Let me
strong
go-
Animal Crossing player, like knowledge or
Yeah. Okay, this was the easiest deliberation ever, I think. It seems like we're all pretty set on who we're voting for. It doesn't really seem like there's gonna be any issues with this vote. Who fucking knows, though? Sorry for my language, but who knows?
Hey, nice to see you. What are you all thinking?
Do you have any sort of plan?
Not really. Everyone was just kind of going back and forth, but I don't know. What are y'all thinking? I am honestly panicking and very nervous because Pat and Arlie and them could easily take me out in majority, especially if I'm a target, because they could be suspicious of me, considering someone voted for Arlie and that person was me.
I think it's also a good idea maybe to think about final tribal and being well-spoken, so that's kind of a threat in itself. I feel like Cleo and Pat are well-spoken. I'm not saying that I'm targeting them at all, but just as possibilities of that could be threatening to whoever goes up against them.
The story honestly is writing itself. I voted for Arlie and I need an out. And Amy is an easy person to put the blame on of turning on her own team because she already did it. She's going for Cleo. So when I was talking to Arlie as well, Amy was originally going to be the target on our tribe, but because she won immunity, that was the only reason we had to vote for Atmos.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Amy turned on us because I also voted for Atmos. So
Oh, you did, Jules?
I'm hoping that this is just the greatest thing ever and Amy gets voted out, because that means that me, Arlie, Cleo, and Pat would be solid. Amy's trying to go for you, Cleo.
Oh, is that why
So-
she picked the poppers? What? Amy's trying to go for me?
She mentioned Cleo, then she also mentioned Pat, and then she was like, I think Cleo because he's so vocal, blah, blah, blah. I'm fine going for Amy because, I think I have a better relationship, obviously, with you, Cleo, and stuff, and,
Yeah.
Amy's very actively trying to go against us and, build relationships outside of this, so.
Yeah.
I love Amy, or Original Alliance, but I lied and it caught up to me, and if she can get out because of it, then it's good for me, And I feel bad, but at the same time, it's what has to happen for me to succeed.
So I'm assuming, Pat, that Jules voted for me. I'm assuming that it was Atmos and Jules who voted for me,
So
Pat.
Jules said that she voted for
Atmos, yeah.
Atmos.
You said that Jules did flip the vote in the last?
Jules said she flipped, but the
I think
numbers
she
don't
lied.
match.
Yeah, I think
the numbers don't
Jules
match
lied.
up.
So JolleyJules might be somebody to just look out for.
Jules, you lied to me. Jules said that they voted for Atmos, and there is no way in hell that they voted for Atmos. The numbers just don't add up.
Pat and I were talking too, because Pat and I switched and we voted for Atmos. And I think Amy switched and voted for
Okay, I was gonna ask you, Jules, if you switched or not. You
I
did not
switched.
switch. You voted for Atmos.
you. Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting to me to know that Amy most likely voted for me. I thought it was Jules this whole time, but no, Amy voted for me with Atmos. It makes sense why Amy would flip on me. So to get Amy out and get the two people who voted for me originally out is fine by me. So yeah, we all kind of agree on the one person to vote for, so much so that people are saying it to other people's faces.
I don't know Cleo that well, but it sounds like he's kind of been calling a lot of the shots. So curious how y'all feel about that?
That's not the person I'm leaning towards.
Oh, who are you leaning towards?
Amy.
Apparently, JulessGaming went into a room with Amy and said, I'm voting for you, Amy. So the drama of it all. Can you believe it?
Me?
Yes. I just see you as huge competition.
I don't really know anyone here hardly, and I think there's a lot better, well-spoken people than me. I actually don't think I'm a threat, and I think I would be a waste over some of the bigger threats that exist.
I'll take that into consideration.
JulessGaming apparently is out here calling people out to their faces, and that's making me feel a little bit iffy about him. There was no way I was gonna vote off Jules. We've been in this from the beginning, we formed a really strong alliance, I think. I'm not sure what my voting was gonna look like moving forward with JulessGaming.
Jules is definitely on my radar. But I have to say this, Knimbley is also being thrown out there.
I will say very early on, people were a little bit concerned about Knimbley. I heard some
That's
chatter
what I
about
heard
that.
as well. I heard
Atmos, like when the name was thrown out there, Knimbley was like upset with me.
Yeah.
So, like,
Jules spilled the tea, confirming my suspicion that Knimbley voted for me in the last tribal council.
I think Knimbley voted for you in
I think
our
so, too.
deliberation because me, you, and Sheila decided on who it was. That was decided. And I know we can.
Knimbley had to have voted for me.
So I think Knimbley might be our next target.
And Sheila also spilled the major tea.
Knimbley told me that they were sus of you quickly, and I was like, why?
Interesting.
And then someone else came in the
Ooh.
chat, and then she didn't want to say anything.
Whenever we, Cleo and Amy, moved to the other tribe, people were talking about Knimbley and how they were just suspicious of Knimbley, and they didn't really, they just were sus because Knimbley's very quiet. But
so we have the numbers right now. We
Yeah,
could vote.
that's what
We
I was
could
gonna
vote
say.
Knimbley.
Oh my god.
The only reason why I say that is because now I'm a target. Now Corn's a target.
Yeah.
Apparently, though, some people are suspicious of me. I should be worried about that, but I know that I have immunity for at least this round. So it'll be interesting to see how many people were trying to vote me off, because then that'll help inform where I go next. I just love causing chaos and disruption.
Everyone, welcome into Tribal Council, our first post-merge Tribal Council. So, first of all, I just want to reiterate again that the merge is difficult to get to, so I feel like you all should feel proud that you made it this far. 5 other competitors that started with us did not. So,
Wow, 5 already.
We did it.
and
Pour one out.
speaking of those other competitors, I do want to make sure everyone is aware that we are joined indeed by our first jury member tonight, Atmos.
Welcome back, Atmos.
All tribal councils coming forward. Your jury members will be here. They are not able to unmute because they are here just to listen and watch. So, how was this deliberation? I mean, it's definitely an odd one since no one is immune. It's kind of, well, it's actually, I guess it's kind of like, pre-merge in that no one has individual immunity, but talk to me.
I think it's funny because I feel like every single one we get to, we're like, this is the most difficult. You just keep ramping it up, EJ.
Literally, it gets harder each time.
I mean, it's not even just me. I think it's just going to get more difficult as it gets smaller and smaller.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Because there's going to be
Yeah.
more factors that play in as it gets smaller.
Right.
And I think the hardest part that also adds to it is like I was original Asa tribe, and then I switched to Yugu, and so now I'm back with my original Asa tribe members. So it's like what happened while I was gone with people. There's things that have happened that I'm not like keen to, versus if someone had stayed on one tribe the whole time. But you don't know if someone decided to completely like make you their target while you were not on their tribe anymore.
Definitely a complicated situation. Sheila, how are you balancing all
Yep.
the different relationships?
I'm just gonna try and stick with the connections that I've already built and just lean on that.
Totally fair. Pat, what about you? How are you approaching this?
I think everyone agrees with this, but like it's awesome to meet everyone now because Sheila I've never talked to ever, like JulessGaming. So it's really nice to strategize, talk with other people, and possibly build your own alliances, I guess is the right word.
Arlie, Pat brings up alliances. Obviously, those are at play. Are you starting to like kind of figure out where the sides are in the merged tribe?
I'm trying. I really can't tell. And I don't know if I'm just stupid, but I can't tell. I really can't tell. All I'm really doing right now is I'm just trying to trust the people that I think I can trust and stick with that. It's hard to even begin to think about alliances because you have scrambled us up like 17 times.
Oh.
And so like, is there even a chance can we even find the time to make an alliance when EJ is constantly moving us around, you know?
At this point.
I'm kidding. But,
No, I mean, that's a good point.
It's hard to tell to see if any solid, solid alliances have like formed.
Right.
Like I don't think I've seen anyone that really sticks out, like any two people or any group.
Amy, what about you? What is your take on alliances? Do you think this game, especially this time, has kind of forced you guys to move beyond alliances?
What I got the impression of in today's deliberation is that a lot of us had targets that we didn't want to target. And that definitely made things difficult. I would also say that even though we've made connections and we've built trust with certain people like that we've been on tribes with or that we've talked to, you just never really know for sure if it's strong enough to overcome. And I definitely heard my name thrown out. So that was definitely nerve-wracking, and I'm definitely nervous for myself today.
The twist of the targets really is kind of like dangling bait in front of our faces, because it's like you could go for this target so that you get immunity in the next round, but that's just like the next round. It is a guaranteed spot towards the future.
Yeah.
It's like bait being dangled in front of our face versus like a nice, beautiful gourmet feast at the end.
Like Pat said this during the deliberation. He said that it was basically like a distraction.
Yep.
Yeah.
The targets.
Who knows?
I think you do.
No, I mean,
EJ.
I mean, listen, all it is information and mechanics, and it's up to you guys what you do with that information, who you tell it to, and how you play the twist. What is the discussion in terms of information about partners and things? Are people being open about who their partners are, or is it still pretty kind of under the wraps?
I haven't heard any discussion of partners at all.
I've heard nothing. I don't know anything. And whenever, like, I've been in like one call where somebody brought it up and everybody was like completely silent. Like nobody wanted to say anything. I've heard nothing about anybody's partners. I have literally no clue.
It's tricky to bring up because we've heard it be a reason to target people because of your partners, and the partners are something we had no control or say over. It's such a bummer way to maybe get booted out is because of the partner thing. So
it's just difficult because you don't know who still has a partner and who doesn't. So we're just still trying to figure that out.
If your partner's voted out and now you're on your own, does that kind of almost become an advantage in the game?
No, I think it's the opposite.
I think it's the opposite as well.
Yeah, because I think you can only kind of benefit from having your partner eliminated once, and then after that, if people know who your partner was,
they know you're not safe.
People are like, unless they have an immunity idol, they have no way of being safe unless they win a challenge.
Yeah, but you could see that like happening to you too, and there's other ways to play the game and make choices. Like, who do you think would be the strongest and final tribal? Who do you think would be the most well-spoken? Jules thought I was a threat because of me knowing some KK Slider songs, but I would bet $1 million that you're not going to have every single challenge be trivia. And I was actually notoriously bad at like following the instructions in the team portion. I would just say that, you know, in my case, I don't think I'm one of the biggest threats here. I don't think I'm the most well-spoken or well-connected. So I think it would be a waste to vote me out.
Well, there's more factors than just whether you're as well, though.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a huge factor, but it's not the only one.
I told my team to keep a lookout on people that like to take the reins.
Isn't that all of us?
No.
I mean, considering now that we're all like ourselves, gotta take the control.
We're by ourselves now, but everyone's been playing games with each other. That's how I've been going about it.
I get you.
Yeah, just who feels the most comfortable just kind of directing.
Yeah, all super valid points. Does anyone have anything that they want to add before we head to a vote? All right, well then, Crossers, it is time to vote. Please send me the name of one person you would like voted out of the competition.
All right, Amy, I'm sorry, but you may not think you're not well-spoken, but you really are. You're a lot stronger of a player than you think, so give yourself credit. I'm doing this because it helps me, but just know that I really do respect you as a player.
I'm voting for Cleo just so he knows he has a target on his back now. We gotta put the fear in their hearts.
All right, the votes have been cast. So if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, there are 2 partner immunities at play tonight. Any votes cast for Knimbley or Sheila will not count. First vote, Amy. Second vote, Cleo. Third vote, Amy. Fourth vote, Cleo. It's 2 votes Amy, 2 votes Cleo. Fifth vote, Amy. Sixth vote, Amy. Seventh vote. And the 6th person voted out of Last Crosser Standing ties that bind. And the second member of our jury is Amy. Amy, that's 5. That's enough. I'm sorry, my friend, but I'm going to have to ask you to please drop your vaulting pole and head to the pipe at the back of the tribal council.
GG's.
GG's.
Thank you, Amy.
Shame, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
And with Amy's torch snuffed, the night gets just a little bit darker as we move forward with targets all around. Have a good night, everyone.
I'm definitely kind of disappointed with how the vote came out. I really feel like I did the best that I could. I don't think they made the right decision. I think there's bigger threats than me. I had a blast, and as a big Survivor fan, this was definitely like such a cool opportunity to do this in Animal Crossing. Ciao!